Oh, this... this drift thing is becoming a major problem. Okay. I think we're okay. Hi. Hello everyone, this is Aegon of Astora, and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Elden Ring. This is episode number 26, being recorded on Tuesday, November the 8th, 2022. I hope you're all having a fantastic day whenever it is you find yourself watching this. So, it has been, I think, 2 weeks since I last recorded an episode. And as you would have just seen, the controller that came with my PS5 has, slowly drifted into an oblivion, in that, like, it's essentially rendered this game unplayable. And, yeah, so... I know that there are solutions out there. I know there's a way to get the thing repaired, but, just in the interest of recording as many episodes as I can before the baby's born, just went out and got a new controller. So, I'm hopeful that I can send the old one back to Sony and get it repaired. But, yeah, a really frustrating experience. I'm sure those of you who are playing on PS5, I've been led to understand that this is a problem with the Nintendo Switch as well. So yeah, just a really frustrating experience. I'm sure those of you who have been through it like me, hopefully can commiserate with me about that. But yeah, so we have another controller. I feel like, I'm not messy. I'm not super rough with the controller. Maybe I like grip it a little bit tight. That has been an issue with me in the past, but like, it's amazing to me that barely even 100 hours on that controller and it's unplayable. You can't play games with it because the controller is just constantly doing its own thing. But now I'm like just scared of moving the controller, scared of just messing it up. Thinking like I should make my office a clean room and just have everyone come through a protocol before entering so that they don't mess up the controller. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do other than I've learned that if you're playing PS4 games on the PS5, you can use the DualShock 4 controller. I don't know why I can't use it for this game because like it doesn't use any of the PS5 functionality, I don't think. So, you would think you would just be able to use it for this, but you can't. So, in order to preserve the controller, any PS4 game I play on the PS5, because yeah, my PS5 is like in storage somewhere now, or my PS4 I should say. I'm just going to play PS4 games with PS4 controller, and I'm going to save the DualSense 5 for this game to sort of maximize the life of the controller. So that's one reason why it's been 2 weeks since I last recorded. The second reason is that, I've been working nonstop for the last 2 weeks trying to finish a manuscript I was working on, which could, I guess, in theory, be my last academic paper, given that I'm starting a new job that is in the private sector, but I suppose we will find out. I think it's a good paper, but yeah, just absolutely mad rush to finish it in time before the baby's born, while still trying to ensure that I have a little bit of time to do things like this and to, continue preparing for the baby's arrival. So, what do we have on the docket today as far as Elden Ring is concerned? So, I have a couple things. So, the first thing is this here. So, because I really wasn't sure, what the heck do we do? I don't know what this episode will be titled at this point. I've had a pretty good idea up until now, because we've had so much to do in Liurnia of the Lakes, but, we're getting to the point now where there are a few things we have left to do, but, we might have to just go elsewhere and return here when we figured out how best to address the remaining things we have to do. Like, we have to go back to the Frenzied Flame Village. That's one thing. Second thing, we have to figure out how to get on top of this landmass here. That's another thing. We have a chest in the Academy of Raya Lucaria in the Grand Library. And, oh, there was something else too that I'm forgetting. Obviously, the Grand Lift of Dectus. The 4 Belfries. The Three Sisters, was it called? Something like that. The Three Sisters, Renna's Rise, and Saluvis's Rise. So yeah, we still have a few things to do. But beyond those, you know, the things that we have remaining, you know, I don't really know what else to do. So this might be sort of an in-between episode where we deal with a variety of loose ends, not just in this area, but perhaps return back to Limgrave and deal with a couple of loose ends that we still have there. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure what we're going to be doing in this episode. I do have a few ideas. I'm looking at my notes here to my left, and you know, as usual, I made these notes while working on the editing for the previous episode. And so one of the things, the ideas I came up with while editing the previous episode was that we could, actually, before I even get to that, before we even get to that, I feel really stupid now, because, like, while editing, I was like, well, obviously, it was a spell, because it looked like a spell. But I suppose in the moment, I was just focused on the boss fight and, you know, recording the episode and everything, that in my mind, I said, oh yeah, Loretta's great bow. I don't know where else it would be if not in the, like, bow section, but it was a spell. Loretta's great bow, sorcery used by Royal Knight Loretta, creates a magic great bow and fires a great arrow. Charging enhances potency. Hold to keep the great arrow knocked. It is said that the bow was Loretta's favored weapon. So I don't know if it's because Loretta is seemingly a ghost that she does not use the bow proper, because it's saying the bow is her favorite weapon, but do they mean she loved using this spell that is sort of kind of makes a bow? I don't know. Yeah, that's interesting, but you know, obviously I missed that item description in the previous episode, felt pretty silly about that. And then the second thing is that my note here says drop down at west end of Three Sisters. So, you know, clearly I saw something while editing. I don't remember what it was, but it's perhaps a spot that I missed. I did not actually go and check. So we might have to go back there and check that out. The other thing is, you know, I'm thinking about, like, how the heck do we progress here? How do we, you know, the idea I had essentially was that we would raise the water level inside the facility, which would allow us to get higher than we were previously able to ascend. But then, you know, I thought maybe I'd come here and check out what some of the messages say. And then I came across this one, which says, Key O Key, seek sorcerer. Because, of course, you know, we don't have whatever item we're supposed to place here. So, seek sorcerer. So we know a couple sorcerers. One is, well, of course we know Rennala. But we also have, what's her name? Sorceress Selin, as well as the friend at the lake-facing cliffs. So let's go see Selin first and see if she has some ideas. So it has been a while since we've spoken with her, but last time we did, she didn't really have anything new for us, so... I guess we'll find out. Hi, friend.
There you are, my apprentice. Shall we commence the lesson?
So, I do wonder, do we just need to buy stuff from her? Would that, like, unlock dialogue or something? Yeah, so that might be what we need to do, but obviously I'm not willing to... We do have 17,000 runes, but yeah, if we don't need to spend them, obviously I would prefer not to. So I think we'll leave that for now and see if any of my other ideas might pan out. So the next one is to go to the lake-facing cliffs. And speak with Mr. Lazy Friend, whose name I've obviously forgotten. Oh, what was it? Gosh darn it. Okay.
Back to learn another? Why, of course.
Thops, that's what it was. About the Glintstone key.
Head to the Academy of Rea Lucaria. Carry on with your journey. Press forward with your fight. Don't bother holding yourself up for my sake.
I really do wonder if we messed up by not giving him the Glintstone key first. And that maybe he would have given us some item in exchange. I don't know. That's, because yeah, we've purchased all of his sorceries. Okay, I do know one additional sorcerer, and it's a person that I wanted to go see regardless. So let's see if that will hopefully pan out. Let's see. Strange how often like we warp into places and our character is actually still standing. I wonder if that might have something to do with the areas in which you're not able to use your weapon. So like on the left hand side it has that emblem which suggests that you're not allowed to use your weapon. Because sometimes it happens in the Roundtable Hold as well. So yeah, who knows. Hello.
Ah, now, is it thy wish to yet again be born anew?
No, it is thy wish to ascend in the study hall, but you don't appear willing to help me with that.
Be not alarmed, nor afeared. I would birth thee as a sweeting, fair and fine.
I'm sure you would, friend. I'm sure you would. Let's try something else. So, the other idea I had while editing was, what if we put on the juvenile uniform? I think that's all that came with it. It was just the two pieces, I believe. So, would she recognize us as a sweeting? Oh man, that is that's quite the look that regret has. I do not regret this, that's for sure. Okay, let's see if this changes how she reacts to us.
Art thou now assured of thy want to be born anew?
For a second I thought that actually did the trick, but I guess not.
Be not alarmed, nor afeared. I would birth thee as a...
Okay. Yeah, so that did not work. Because I was thinking, my thought process was that maybe it would allow us to open this chest or something. Yeah, because it would effectively function as a library card or something, but it does not appear to be the case. So, yeah, I'm more or less out of ideas. So I think we're going to stick with my original plan. I'm going to stick with my original plan and tie up some loose ends in this episode. Because as far as Liurnia Lakes goes, Liurnia of the Lakes, it's just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? We don't really have a heck of a lot else to do here until, yeah, we're able to perhaps figure out, you know, how to progress in the areas in which we're currently stuck. Oh crud, what were we wearing? Oh, of course. How could I forget? So, I guess there is, at the Roundtable Hold, I don't know. I'm a bit fuzzy on what constitutes a sorcerer or a caster or what are the other terms in this? There are sorceries, there are incantations. So what is an incanter? I'm not sure. It seems like those are the sorceries. It's like sorceries and miracles, but yeah. So I suppose we can go chat with the casters at the Roundtable Hold and see if any of them have any ideas. Hi, friend.
Ah, you appear to be doing well. Very good. Well then, would you like to learn an incantation?
Brother Corin.
May the Golden Order shine through you.
And you, friend. Yeah, I don't know whether we're going to get any answers here. So I might just fast forward from here if nothing is going on here and we don't find any answers.
Always good to see you safe. So, what do you need?
Ooh. Okay, this is something.
This is a black knife print. I can scarcely believe you managed to get your hands on this. You recall our conversation about the Night of the Black Knives, yes? They say the assassins who carried out the deed were scions of the Eternal City. A group entirely of women, arrayed in armor of silver under cloaks which fooled the eye. The knives they wielded, though, were imparted with the power of the Rune of Death through sinister rite. Please, I beg of you, lend me the knife print for a time. I'd love nothing more than to tease out its secrets. Though only a fragment, a very specific ritual had to be performed to impart the power of the Rune of Death. Traces of the one who performed the rite are sure to remain in the imprint. Half my body has been suffused with death. I'm certain it will help me see.
Wow. So much for consent. Yeah, I guess we just handed over the knife print. Okie dokie. And I wonder what sort of interval of time we're working with here as far as, like, when should we go back to speak with him again?
Ah, hello there. What can I do for you?
Last time we spoke with him, he was a bit upset. Last time we spoke with the half-dead big hat friend. Gosh, I'm terrible with names. Yeah, sorry, friend. I actually don't have anything for you. Okay, I might just rezone to see if Big Hat Friend has anything, because I don't know if there's anyone else here who would be described as a sorcerer. We didn't get Finger Friend or Snacks yet, so I suppose we should just rezone, because they might not be pleased with us. Doesn't look like it's helped him any.
Ah, hello. I was hoping to see you. My examination is complete. Here's the knife print back, with my thanks. Now I have a fairly good idea who performed the rite upon the blade. The person who orchestrated the Night of the Black Knives. Lunar Princess Ranni. One of the children born to King Consort Radagon and his first wife, Rennala. Demigod and sister to General Radahn and Praetor Rykard. Hers was the name I discovered in the imprint. Truly, you have my thanks. But if I might be so bold, I would like to ask something more of you. If Ranni truly is the one who plotted that fateful night, then she should bear the curse mark of destined death somewhere upon her flesh. I would like you to procure it for me. And then all will be laid bare. I will have the answers I have sought for so long.
I'm sure it'll be that simple. But yeah, that is actually a pretty massive reveal. And I'm wondering if that could potentially be the cause of that divide that we've been talking about in previous episodes. Wow, yeah, that's quite the revelation. I'm still trying to process what that even means. So that means Princess Ranni, in theory, at least if we believe him, is responsible to some degree, or at least, you know, she played a hand in the shattering. Because, gosh darn it, I'm trying to remember the sequence of events now, and I'm thinking I need to look back at my notes here. Yeah, it was, I think, episode 17 or 18 we talked about this. Shattering triggered by mad taint of newfound powers acquired by... I don't know why I didn't finish that sentence, but first the Elden Ring was shattered, then demigods claimed the shards, then the mad taint leads to the shattering, and then abandoned by the greater will. Gosh darn it, where's the Knight of Black Knives in that sequence of events? I'll have to revisit that again. Yeah, it's amazing. You know, I have not recorded an episode for 2 weeks. It's incredible how much stuff I've forgotten already. My apologies, everyone.
I have some idea of Ranni's potential whereabouts. There's a manor to the north of the Academy of Rhea Lucaria. It is the familial home of the Carian royals from whom Ranni descends. There's been talk of the old royals' vassals gathering there in recent years. Ranni's whereabouts since the shattering are a well-kept secret. She hasn't been seen even once, but I suspect she might have returned to the manor in which she was born.
Okay, that's not helpful at all, because we literally just came from the manor and she's clearly not there. Okay, well, why do you want a curse mark, friend?
I'm afraid there's something I must tell you. Do you know of those who live in death?
I do.
The very notion of life in death defies the Golden Order. By Dee's account, these defiled fiends must be expunged. But truth be told, I seek the curse mark to save them. You may find this peculiar, but I discovered something in my examination of the Knight of the Black Knives. These souls have committed no offense. They have every right to life, only they happen to touch upon a flaw in the Order.
Okay, what is that flaw? And you know, this like whole savior thing. Like, what do you mean by, what does he mean by he's seeking the curse mark to save them? Like, what does that look like to him? Because, of course, when people have in mind, you know, oh, I'm just going to save that person, or I'm going to save these people. And that is one awful texture there, by the way. From stuff. What is happening? It's like, yeah, N64 level textures. But yeah, I'm very curious what he means by save. Like, he's obviously not an adherent of the Golden Order, but if he were, I assume what he would mean by that, to save them, would be to, it would make them mortal again. They would die. So he would save them because to live in death is not considered normal or acceptable or holy under the Golden Order. So yeah, very curious what he means by that.
Yes, indeed. If Dee knew what drives me now, he would surely boil over with rage. Or perhaps he would even feel some pity. But no need to fret. None of that will come to pass. I can tell a good lie when I need to.
He's speaking awful loud when you consider that Dee is literally just around the corner here. Oh, don't worry, I can lie to Dee, it's fine. Yeah, he won't have any clue what's going on.
If Lunar Princess Ranni truly is the one who plotted that fateful night, then she should bear the curse mark. Would you be willing to? She may have returned to the royal Carian residence.
Okay, no help at all. I guess he kind of helped, but still. Yeah. He's like yelling, And this guy's literally right here. You know, maybe his sound doesn't carry very well, who knows, but yeah, not very discreet whatsoever.
Hello there. What can I do for you?
Should we tell him? I guess we can't, but... Okay, yeah, that... We've sort of hit a snag. She was no help. He was no help. Study hall entrance, we still have to return there at some point. You know, I wonder... What if we go speak with Gideon? How he would feel, because he seems to be also on a pursuit of knowledge. Like, he's trying to figure things out, right? Is why they call him the all-knowing, even though he clearly doesn't know lots of things. So, he might be very keen to have this new intel. Let's see. Hi, friend.
Journey to the capital, Lendell. To the east of the Altus Plateau, at the foot of the Erd Tree. The Two Fingers will deny your passage no longer. You may be our best hope. Find your way to the Elden Ring.
Okay, friend. I just have a question about... Oh, yeah, I guess... I'm pretty sure we've already... got all of this dialogue. We talked about Nefeli's despair, did we?
You've already heard. Indeed. It seemed the whelp harbored suspicions, so I had no further use for her. Honestly, what's a man to do? A determined plebeian is more wicked than an omen horn, quite frankly. I suspect that's just what the Queen wants. A dose of ambition to incite the tarnished.
I have no idea what any of that means. A few words there that, like, plebeian is, I think, like a commoner. But yeah, so much of that just flew way the heck over my head. Maybe in editing that will make more sense to me.
Find the Albinoric woman. She hides in it, she knows.
Once again, really not much help at all. Okay, where to now then? Let's see, study hall entrance, Ranni Lucaria Grand Library, Strewn Precipice Outlook. That was my overlook, I should say. That was my next plan. Planned destination, I should say. As far as the loose ends we have in Limgrave, we have the Stranded Graveyard because we still have that boss to fight. The, like, rotting parasite. Gosh, yeah, I've really forgotten everything. I can't remember what that boss is called, but we still have that boss to fight. We still have to proceed past the Bridge of Sacrifice to see where that area ends up on the list of regions in the world. But then we also have to do the same thing at the Strewn Precipice Overlook. Oh no, sorry, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. We do actually have to go check out the Three Sisters one more time. Because there is something that I've not yet checked there. You know, I know I've said this already, but I suppose I really should not be too concerned about missing things in this because, you know, the world is so massive that I could just be running around in circles looking for one or two things that I think I need to do in order to move things along. Or I can just go to one of the many areas in which I know, you know, I just have to push forward and progress and find new areas. And so, you know, I guess I shouldn't spend too much time worrying about... Yeah, see, this is the spot I was thinking of. Pretty sure we've killed that scarab already. Indeed. I think this is the spot. Or is it? Merchant, okay, I've definitely missed this, actually. So I saw this while editing, and I was like... I looked down, and then for some reason I just didn't think to go down here. Or I thought it was a place I had already been. I can't remember. I may have verbalized, oh, I think we've been there, even though we clearly haven't. But my apologies to those of you who were screaming at your televisions or computers or phones in the previous episode. But yeah, beyond this, I'm not really sure what else to do in Liurnia, other than, you know, maybe if we go to a different area and then come back here later once we've, you know, maybe unlocked something, then perhaps we will be able to figure things out. Gosh. I'm thinking about the controller, and it's reminding me of that one episode. I only ever did 2 episodes of a series called Aegon Rants, but, you know, I did a couple of video essays. One was about brainhood in Fallout 4 versus Final Fantasy 7. Oh, the music is creepy again. And another one was about the controls in Sultan Sanctuary and comparing it to Dark Souls. And yeah, you know, I talked about, I don't remember, I created some term for this input dissonance or something like that, where, you know, a game is most fun, essentially, or you most engaged in a game when you're not really thinking about the fact that you're holding a controller in your hand, and that the controls in the game, if you're not thinking about what buttons to press, you just know what buttons to press. That's when it's the most fun, because you forget that you have a controller in your hand.
What makes this control scheme more or less arbitrary than the alternatives? Consider, for starters, the shoulder buttons. It can be easy to forget how elegant this arrangement is, to have the left shoulder buttons controlling the left arm of the player character, and the right shoulder buttons controlling the right arm, even though, as we've already established, no control scheme can ever be natural. This is about as close as you can get in the context of this sort of game. I mean, there's even a logic to the specific functions mapped to each row of the shoulder buttons. That is, it takes less effort to press R1 than it does to press R2, so it makes intuitive sense for R1 to correspond to light attacks, while R2 activates a heavy attack. By the same token, it makes perfect sense that the abrupt motion of a parry would be mapped to the L2 trigger, while a slight press of the L1 button results in the subtle raising of a shield. This input symmetry serves to minimize the inevitable sense of dissonance we all experience while playing video games. We are, after all, still playing a video game, so it's impossible to eliminate this sensation entirely. What game designers can do, however, is craft an experience which allows us to periodically forget that we're holding a controller. There will, of course, always come a point when we remember that we have a controller in our hands, but the best, most immersive games are most often those capable of adequately spacing out these immersion-breaking moments, allowing the player to immerse themselves in the game world for hours at a time, without having to stop every 5 minutes to ask themselves, which button do I press to heal again? I can and have played the Souls games for several hours at a time before having my immersion broken by this sensation, which, for the purpose of this video, we'll just call input dissonance.
Like, eventually you will realize that, but, you know, for as long as you can go without even thinking about it, the better the game is, and the more engaging and gripping the game is. And that it grips your attention, you're just focused on the world and the story and the combat and whatnot. And it's really hard because, you know, even though I'm literally holding a brand new controller in my hand, I just opened it up and I just started using it for recording this episode, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I should be very, very gentle with this lest I, you know, generate drift with the analog sticks. And it's a really frustrating thing because, yeah, it's sort of taken away from all of this in a way that's, yeah, just disappointing. Okay. Oh, so this is the upper level of that church. You can see the merchant there. But is there something else here? Gosh, frame rate is another thing that I've mentioned over and over again about how it sort of takes you out of it. And yeah, you know, I stand by all those things I've been saying about it because it really, you know, it's just, yeah, some aspects of this game, which I suppose in true FromSoft fashion, they just absolutely knocked it out of the park in some respects, but in other respects, they just, you wonder, like, how the heck do these things happen? Although FromSoft's certainly not responsible for controller drift, so yeah, of course, that's not their fault, but the frame rate is still something that, yeah, confuses me. Okay. What is this? Those corpses or what? Spellproof dried liver. Ah, misfortune. So are they like worshipping crystals here? I'm not really sure I understand. Hi, friend.
Oh, you? Sorry, Your Worship. I apologize for any offense given. I am Pidia, servant to the Carrion royal family. I am charged with maintaining these ghastly dolls.
No offense given, friend. What dolls? Are you talking about the soldier friends here? 3 of them.
Ah, Your Worship, allow me to be of use. Other than the puppets, there are some very fine things up here in this storeroom. Why not pick something out before you go? But please, can you offer poor ill-starred Pidia a little something by way of compensation?
I sure can, friend. Budding horn. A rarely seen specimen of a young budding horn. Material used for crafting items, found by hunting herbivorous beasts. This horn began to sprout on a beast that typically bears no horn. Perhaps it's a vestige of the primordial crucible. I think we've read that one already. Likewise with the slumbering egg. Yeah. Okay, ritual pot. Those are always useful. We don't need any celestial dew. Black leather shield. Round shield covered in black leather on the larger side for a medium-sized shield. From the north, the shield depicts the polar star in rivets of gold. The inside is lined with fur, protecting the carrier from frost. That's a cool touch. Ripple blade, a unique weapon wielded by young albinarchs. The sword is modeled after the ripples that are thought to be the origin of their species. Its attack power is greatly enhanced with one's arcane attribute. Skill, wild strikes, swing armament with wild abandon. Hold to continue swinging, can be followed up with a normal or strong attack. Interesting. The sword is modeled after the ripples that are thought to be the origin of their species. What in the heck does that mean? Ripples. So, like ripples in water. Like you can tell the blade, obviously, it's meant to look like ripples in water. But how does that... Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused, but I'm intrigued, nevertheless. Ash of War, Carian Retaliation. Carian Retaliation. Swing the shield to dispel incoming sorceries and incantations, transforming the magic into retaliatory glint blades. Can also be used in the same way as a regular parry. So it's basically turning your shield into a shield that parries magic, in line with what I was asking a couple episodes ago. Glintstone Craftsman's Cookbook Level 7. Weathered Map. A simple, badly weathered map left discarded and forgotten for some time. Further details are available only to paying customers. Well, I am a paying customer, so Give me them details. We should also buy this as well. I'm going to remember that it's level 7. Cold Bone Arrow. Oh, I guess we don't need to know the level so much as the items that are associated with it. So all the Cold Bone stuff. Okay, friend. Thank you for your wares. We don't need another one of those, I don't think. Also don't need that. Okay. Cold Bone and the weathered map. You're welcome. A simple, badly weathered map, left discarded and forgotten for some time, depicts streaks of amber light. Okay, so... that does not help us, does it? Streaks of amber light. I don't know, does that... does that, inform our overworld map in any way? Does not look like it does. Well, it's a good thing it was only 600 runes. So we're looking for cold bone stuff. Arrow whittled from animal bones with a frozen tip afflicts target with frost. Okay. I suppose that makes sense. I suppose that's it for the Caria Manor for now. Do we want to double check? Maybe we should double check the... My notes did say the West End, and, you know, I'm pretty sure that's what I meant when I wrote West End. I don't know if I was actually looking at the compass thing, but yeah, let's just go double check just to be sure. Get turned around every time I warp here. Yeah, I'm going under the assumption that the dragon friend we fought briefly here will encounter them somewhere else in the world at some point. These ruins are not named ruins. We've been to many named ruins thus far. These ruins are not among them. Time for jump attack. What does that mean? Oh! Is that like a secret... Oh. Oh, friend. Oh! Wow, what a good message. Oh, stop it. Okay, this isn't frightening at all. Oh, it's another doll thing. Okay, this is all sorts of eerie. Godhead. Everyone God in this? Oh, this is an NPC message, I think. Seluvis's puppet. Do not touch. So, Seluvis is that person. Oh, that's frightening. This looks just like the friend we fought in the Albinarch's village. Who looks in turn like the Capra demons from Dark Souls 1. Okay, so that's a sorcerer. They look a little bit crestfallen. Oh. Okay. No. Okay. Are we supposed to attack them? Why would the message be here and not here where the illusory wall is? Yeah, at this point, I'm more annoyed at being lost and not knowing where to go than I am afraid of Seluvis, so let's attack this thing. Okay, that didn't help at all. This whole thing with the puppets is very unnerving and confusing. Okay, I guess that's all there is to that. A little bit anticlimactic, but I'm sure there's something I'm missing here. Oh, you stop. Stop stalking me. It was definitely a bit of an anticlimax there, but yeah, again, certainly not dismissing the possibility that I have missed something there. Or that perhaps we might need to come back. Because there's something going on there with the NPC message and everything. Seluvis's puppet, do not touch. So that's where we jump down, and that's exactly where that is. So if we missed that last time, it's entirely possible we're missing additional things here. Which, yeah, it is so easy to miss stuff in this. I think we've missed an entire tower. My goodness, wow. Okay, in my defense, I think it is easy to miss things in this game. However, this... this is a whole new level of incompetence on top of that. So yeah, I can't blame this one on FromSoft. This one is definitely on me. Ranni's Rise. Oh, okay. So, okay, that scared the... I almost jumped out of my chair. Because I got all excited, because obviously Princess Ranni is exactly the person we're looking for. Stop it, doggos, stop. You all don't do a good job of attacking in a pack, do you? Seek friend. Didn't expect sadness. Oh, I did. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Oh gosh, I'm afraid. I'm scared. Ranni, why did you organize the Night of the Black Knives? I'm going to assume she was a patsy and that someone set her up. Be wary of old codger. Why is it always weak foe and short visions of snake? Where's the snake? Descriptive messages are descriptive. Crystal. Okay, friend, let's do it together. Okay. Wow, I'm flabbergasted that I missed all this last time. Really, even for me, this is a whole new level of incompetence. Ranni's Rise, of course. If only I had a healing. Ah, help me. There you go. Praise the Tarnished. Dreadful frame rate. You really can't see anything. From here, too much fog. Oh no, this is getting worse and worse. It's getting less and less likely that this is going to have a happy ending. Although I suppose I really should not be expecting that at this point. I've played more than enough FromSoft games to know that nothing has a happy ending. Oh, Ranni the Witch, of course! Gosh, I'm sorry everyone. Yeah, that is like... I was like, I wonder who Ranni the Witch is. Could it be her? So, that means that Rennala in the boss fight, I think she used the name Ranni, like Princess Ranni, but so I guess she was just calling out to her or just saying that she missed her or something. But yeah, Ranni, she's the one who gave us Jellyfish Friend, Aurelia. So of course she's cool. Hi friend, long time no see.
Oh, again we cross paths. I believe I said my name was Renna when last we met. It pleaseth me to see Torrent hale and hearty, but tarnished. What business hast thou here? I have no memory of inking thee an invitation.
Sorry. Okay, so thanks to Half Dead Friend, we have this accusatory option. Despite the fact that she did not ink us an invitation. Also, she has 2 sets of hands. One is gently resting on her lap, and the other one she's... yeah, she's doing a Mr. Burns thing. Excellent.
I see. Quite the sleuth, aren't we? Indeed, I am the witch Ranni. I stole a fragment of the Rune of Death and used it to forge the god-slaying black knives through fearsome rite. I did it all. But sadly for thee, the curse mark thou seekest is not to be found here. I have slain the body I was born into and cast it away, and it is upon that flesh the curse mark is carved.
Oh, that's... So instead of there being a dialogue option that you find after pressing talk, the talk prompt is just replaced with where did the body go? That's, yeah, that's a new one.
And why should I reveal that to thee? I performed the act not to bury the past, nor in shame of the deed, but all the same, thy begging compels me not a jot. The curse mark thou seekest is not here. That is all I will say. Now, be gone. The curse mark now.
Okay. Alrighty then. Well, that was, are all these people attacking her? I almost choked on my own saliva there. Now I'm tempted. Is it just that he wasn't using a horse? Can you not use a horse? You can use a horse up here. Why are they... Okay, that person used a horse, but then... I have a feeling there's nothing there, and these people are just... Oh, he slipped off the edge. Gosh. It sure is tempting, though. But really, I don't think there's anything there. How many rooms do we have? 12,000. Let's do it. Living on the edge. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. Oh. We did it. Ahead, death, oh, death. Or ahead, or death. What's over there? Stars ahead, but didn't expect service. Okay. Oh, man. Like, at a certain point in this playthrough, you might as well rename it Aegon Laughs at Messages. Because that, I feel like that's a substantial portion of every episode, but I'm okay with it. Yes. Okay, now what? What was the point of all this? Sleep death. Are people just... Is this just a challenge that they're doing to, like, leave messages places? That's what it looks like, because there's no items there. Unless it's some, like, speedrunning secret that I'm not aware of, but... Because it really doesn't seem like there was any point to all that we just did. Other than to say that we did, and we did. So, maybe let's just warp to the site of grace right beneath us. I feel really silly for missing all of this in the previous episode because, gosh darn it, the It's called Three Sisters, and I think I even commented on that in the previous episode as well. It's called Three Sisters, and yet there's only 2 towers. There's only 2 towers. That's real weird. I don't understand that at all. Oh, sorry. Forgot about you wolf friends. Oh, where did the third one go? Sorry. Yeah, really silly that I missed this place, but, you know. What can you do? Never claimed that this would be a playthrough devoid of regret. There's always going to be lots of regret here. That's in terms of my player character and whether or not I'm actually playing the game well or not and missing things. So clearly I am, and it's more or less as advertised in that sense, I think. But now I think we have finally done everything here. Other than, obviously, don't know how to get into those other 2 towers. I suppose the rune-strewn Precipice Overlook is the next thing on our list, so let's head there. What a wonderful voice. Honestly, such a tremendous singer. Oh! Wow, I stopped just short of a boss fight, didn't I? Blackguard. Well, we can't not summon this person. Oh, is the second person? Oh! You can only summon one at a time, presumably, unless... Okay, thankfully it's just... Wow, that other person's being summoned, so this is Great Horned Tragoth. What is he using? It's like a little globe he puts on his fist. They're socially awkward like the Dark Souls 3 NPCs. Casual greeting. Where's Perpetual Greeting. Is that going to replace our wave? I don't know. I was annoyed about the wave at first, but...
Hey!
Okay, this one still has the hey!
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Okay, I think I still prefer that one. The other one's good as well, though. But anyways. Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to summon Jellyfish Friend for this, which is fine. So we might as well just go for it and see what happens. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, gosh darn it. Another one of these bosses. We avoided it for a short time, but now we're right back. Oh my goodness. Right back at it again. I probably should have adjusted my... Oh wait, can we summon Jellyfish Friend? We can. I really should have adjusted my... rings, or whatever the heck they're called in this. So yeah, we ran away from this friend in Caelid. That was also a Magma Wyrm, but I don't know if it actually had a name. This is Magma Wyrm Makar. Makar? Oh, that was not a tremendous... Yeah, we do not have an optimal ring set up here. Be careful, Aurelia. Don't go in the flames, please. Oh no. Leave her alone. Sort of a spectator in my own boss fight here. I suppose that's what happens when you summon that many NPCs. Wow, my stamina management in this boss fight has been dreadful. Oh no, get out from under him. Okay. One more hit, friends. Good job. Well done, team. Magma Wyrm's Scale Sword. And a dragon heart, so I guess that's considered a dragon? Oh, worm. Okay, yeah, I guess, yeah, they are related to dragons. Just thinking back to the most recent episode of Dark Souls 3 Let's Talk Lore. Although, I don't even know if we discussed it then. I think we did, though. Yeah, it's been almost a year now since I released that episode, and longer still since I was working on it intensely, so yeah, forgive me, I've already forgotten. Magma Wyrm Makar. So again, very few bosses in this game are actually associated with Sites of Grace, and that was just one of them. And they also gave us a trophy as well, which is, again, another thing we have not seen a heck of a lot. And I've already forgotten what. I know, shocker, but I've already forgotten what item we picked up. It was a... Oh, I remember now. We can just sort by order of acquisition. There it is. That's a beautiful feature. Curved greatsword wielded by magma worms. The shape resembles a dragon's jaw and is covered in hard scales. It's said these land-bound dragons were once human heroes who partook in dragon communion, a grave transgression for which they were cursed to crawl the earth upon their bellies, shadows of their former selves. Unique skill, Magma Guillotine. Grab the scale sword with both hands, as a worm would hold it in its mouth and leap forwards, smashing it into the ground and triggering a blast of magma. Follow up with an additional input to perform a chopping attack. Okie dokie. So that's where we came from, or is it? No. That's to go forward. We should check out this place first. Again, they seem to be... I suppose this shouldn't come as a surprise, but the extent to which they're not just remaking the world, or attempting to remake the world, or I suppose I should say, should be speaking in past tense, because whatever they did, it's all sort of falling to pieces now. And or being taken back by what you might call quote-unquote nature. But there's a lot of reorganizing the landscape, attempting to change the flow of water. This entire facility appears to be some form of an attempt to do that. But I'm just stumbling over my words because I'm trying to just figure, like, what the heck even... It's inside of a hill, and yeah, anyways. The whole Liurnia of the Lakes area, I think, is likewise an example of the humans or the people in this world, the beings in this world, trying to remake the landscape, trying to reshape it for their own ends. And yeah, having various degrees of success in doing so. Like, it appears as though they were successful, but at the same time, I don't have any clue what use all of this would be for. But yeah, I'm not a hydroelectric engineer or anything like that, so what the heck do I know? Ah, victory. So my hope is that this leads to a new region of the map. Because I'm intrigued to see where it would line up in comparison to the other regions that we have on the warp screen. But, of course, that's assuming that the warp screen is actually meant to correspond to suggested order in which you're supposed to proceed through the world. I don't know that it actually does, but that's sort of the system we've been using up to this point. Wow, what the... Okay, that is a... Altus Plateau. This is a very different look here. No wonder we spent so long in the elevator. They had to crank up the saturation. So this is where Gideon was telling us to go. The Erd tree looks more white here. I wonder why that is. Wow. We are quite far up, and the frame rate is quite dreadful here, once again. It's beautiful, though, at the same time. Okay. So this is where all the giants were headed. There's a site of Grace. Ooh! Oh, okay. Gosh darn it, I thought they were friendly. I don't think so. Abandoned coffin. Okay, so we've done it. And even this is also before Caelid. Okay, so I think we are going to possibly want to complete this area before Caelid. However, now that we know where it is in relation to the other things, the other regions, I should say. They look like the friends with the pustules on their back that we fought in Stormville Castle, that one friend, and then in a couple of other locations as well. I was just thinking, I can see there's sort of a castle over here or something. I was just thinking, oh my gosh, this is how we get on top of that landmass, but no. They keep reusing this same asset, this landmass, and I keep thinking, oh my gosh, that's how we get on top of this spot with the village of the Albinarks, but no. That would be too easy. Yeah, this looks just like those other friends. They're dressed a bit differently, though. Please tell me they're not going to slaughter the goats. No. Okay. Now that we have found that place... Wow, so we actually went through that entire area, the Strewn Precipice. I suppose it was more of a transition area, but still. So now... I think I want to see where the Bridge of Sacrifice leads us. So yeah, judging by the title card, my assumption is that this is going to lead us exactly where it says we are, which is the Weeping Peninsula. But again, I want to see it. Okay, we've already crossed that bridge. Did we? It was like, feels like 40 episodes ago, but it was certainly several episodes ago. Don't remember if we actually managed to find an entrance to these towers here. Don't know if there is one, though. I feel like we were, at that point in the episode, maybe in a rush or something. My apologies to anyone who's binge watching this and literally just, you know, a couple days ago maybe watched me go up into the tower. But yeah, no, I don't think you can actually ascend there. I think it's just to show that they're hanging people. They're all rather oblivious. Okay. Let's proceed in this direction then. Alright, that's weird. I want to say if we take the horse, we can possibly climb up here. Sure, I'm not alone in having tried that. Oh. Okay, maybe there is something there, actually. Okay, now I'm wondering about that other painting. Because the painting, I think it was called, was it Resurrection or something? There are ruins that look just like this. There's like an archway thing. And underneath the archway are a few gravestones. So we should keep our eyes peeled for that. Doesn't seem like there's a lot over here other than Trina's Lily. We, I believe, could have just went in the other direction and still ended up here. Gosh, the frame rate is just... Can't tell. I feel like it's getting worse, though. But maybe it's just because it's raining. which it's almost certainly going to be doing that a lot, given that we're in the Weeping Peninsula. It seems to be the hint. Okay, the lighthouse is here, so if we're sticking to the strategy that I've laid out, then we're going to... Oh, you are new? I thought I heard a noise. What the heck are you? My goodness, you are frightening. Okay, we might be a bit over-leveled for this area. Probably should have come here much sooner. So they set that up totally. That was a trap, for sure, yeah. I was going to say. A really dreadful item. Reminiscent of early Dark Souls 2, pre-Scholar of the First Sin. Scholar of the First Sin made a lot of tremendous changes. Really, like, made the game so much better than it was originally. Even though, you know, I liked Dark Souls 2. I liked Dark Souls 2 a fair bit. More than most people, I think. But one change that I did not like that they introduced in Scholar of the First Sin is that they removed the ability in Iron Keep, the bridge right before the Smelter Demon. They removed the ability to drop items on the bridge. Because something the Trashman and I used to like to do is wait for invaders. Drop alluring skulls on the bridge, and then people would come pick it up, and I would shoot them off with a great bow. So, yeah. It reminded me of that. Reminded me of that particular trap. Earthbore Cave. Okay, interesting. So, I guess every cave like this is kind of an Earthbore Cave because you're boring through the earth to create the cave. Yeah, there's a chest there, which is almost certainly a trap. Earthbore Cave, I don't know what I was expecting there. Yeah, we're going to leave this for now, in keeping with our exploration heuristic now, which I am going to try very hard to stick to it, despite what happened in the previous episode where I essentially ignored it right away. But my thought process was always, okay, we're gonna stick to it real good, and from here on out. So where did those friends come from? Their trap. I think they're hiding in the bushes. Yeah, hiding in the bushes. Okay. Okay, friends, well done. What does this thing do again? I keep forgetting. Oh, it spawns a ghost, that's right. Is he just going to lead me to the cave that I just discovered? I think he is. Yeah. So he's just bringing us to the cave. Okay. Thanks, friend. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's... Again, I'm going to try to stick to the plan, which is we need to go to the beacon, or beacon 1 that we've set up. Okay, is that a giant poison mist? It is indeed a poison mist coming from one of those plants. Okay, we have demi-humans here as well. So I am... There's a little tower base thing. There's another site of grace. Might as well light it. South of the lookout tower. Again, I appreciate the descriptive names. This is Limgrave? Oh my goodness. I thought this was a whole new area. The fact that we still have more Limgrave to go is absolutely shocking to me. I was certain this was going to be an entirely new region of the map. The good thing is that, in theory, we should just be able to stomp all the enemies here. Yeah, in theory, none of the enemies here should give us any trouble at all. Thank you, Beacon. Uh-oh. Map of the Weeping Peninsula. Okay, so we have a great bow, a massive bow archer shooting at us. Where the heck did that come from? I assume there. It's not even a great bow, those are ballista, right? Can't see where they're coming from, though. Unless you're not... Oh, okay, it is a great bow. Massive bow archer. It's another one of those... Is he getting closer? No. It's another one of those sentinel friends. Okay, let's have a look at the map. Gosh darn it. I can't believe this is actually still Limgrave. Oh, he's angry at us. Okay, I'm going to save and reload. New map has been found. Weeping Peninsula. Okay, so... yeah, not a massive area, I suppose. You can already see there's another cave there. This is probably an Everjail. Some sort of encampment here. This is some sort of wall fortification thing. This is that castle where the friend is shooting at us. This is some sort of like poison pond or something. This is obviously an Erd tree. Oh, this, if the other area is not an Everjail, this one certainly is. Some sort of ruins there. Some sort of something else here. Wow, so again, not a massive area, but still lots of stuff to explore here. So, oh, and some sort of like maze here or something. Oh gosh darn it, we can only have 5 of those. Yeah, so lots to explore here. Okay, so we might as well return to the start and start there. Or this episode was supposed to be about loose ends, so this is not a loose end anymore. That's us realizing we missed an entire part of Limgrave. I'm very tempted to go fight that boss. The Rotten Roots friend, whatever the heck he was called, or it was called, and certainly no discernible gender. So, yeah, I'm so indecisive. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, we're finally somewhat equipped to deal with that. I'm just thinking, how many runes do we need to level up? 51,000. Okay, so still not enough, but yeah, I suppose we should be able now to just deal with this and not really have a tremendous struggle. I'm hesitating only because, you know, I have a history of putting my foot in my mouth when it comes to things like this. This gave us so much trouble before, but of course we were not really equipped in the same way we are now. We are much better equipped now to deal with all of this, I think. It's evidenced by the one-shot kill of that friend. Whom before, I think it was like 3 or 4 hits we needed to take him out. Yeah. We're definitely more level appropriate now. So, if I remember correctly, the trick is to fool this friend by jumping down. Then they don't realize that you have gone past that point. However, okay, no time to think about it. Just go, 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 go. I think where I erred last time was in turning back for items. Oh. I can still hear it moving, but I don't know if it's coming all the way now. Oh, yeah, there it is. Gosh darn it. Okay, I wasted... Oh, okay. Think it's going back up? Nope. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I wasted so much time there. What do you mean try down? I guess just... Oh, I wasted so much time. Where's this friend going? Oh, he just got hit. So are they really suggesting that we just jump down? That friend also got hit. I'm tempted to do something really cheeky, which is save quit. Okay, that friend jumped down. It didn't seem to help him. Okay, yeah, I'm... Should we do it? Yeah, let's do it. Screw it. Okay, FromSoft saw through my deception. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. I thought it was a one hit kill no matter what. So I suppose that's not so bad after all. Okay. Fair enough. Oh no. Okay, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. The music is getting intense. What does it say? Seek jumping. What do you mean? Oh. How the heck? I don't get it. Help me, friend. What do we do? He doesn't know either. Okay. No, it doesn't help. I have no idea where the chariot is. Hey, that item we picked up last time. Remember last time we were just running through everything. I was basically done with the area. Did not care what happened. Wow, is there really no Site of Grace down here? I guess that makes sense. Stake of Marika, though. Okay, it's activated. That's good. Okay, I must have totally missed that last time. Try fleeing. Try fleeing, try jumping. Okay. I'm scared, friends. This did not work out last time, but obviously last time we were not really equipped to do... Oh, gosh darn it, I didn't fix my talisman. Oh, no. I don't even know what damage type... Okay, whatever. Let's just roll with it. I don't know what damage type they're doing. I thought it was fire. Ulcerated Tree Spirit, that's what it was. Just spastic. I guess that's what happens when you're ulcerated, but... Jellyfish friend, I need you, but I don't even know how to call you. Oh yeah, that's... I don't even know what damage type that is. Jellyfish friend, help me. Ooh. Oh no, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad. I want to mash my controller, but I'm afraid I'll I'll get analog drift by doing that. Oh no. Oh. Gosh. I'm just tanking the damage at this point. Oh, that's bad. Darn it. Hold still for 1 second, please. Thank you, Aurelia, for your service. You're the best. Ooh. That was intense. Banished Knight Oleg and Golden Seed. Oh my goodness. Wow. Thank you, Jellyfish friend. You're the best. You see, there's a statue back here. Why is it always suffering? That's a good question. Ulcerated Tree Spirit. So yeah, we talked about the significance of the whole idea of the tree spirit being ulcerated, particularly given how far down we are, and the fact that, yeah, it was clearly, you know, the roots are dealing with all sorts of issues that run through the entire world, but yeah, ulcerated tree spirit. So clearly that's not going to solve all the world's problems, the fact that we destroyed that friend, but oh man, okay, that was intense. Banished Knight Oleg. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell, used to summon the spirit of Oleg, the Banished Knight, one of the two knights known as the Wings of the Storm. After his banishment, he attracted the notice of the grace-given Lord, and later, having slain 100 traitors at the Lord's hand, Oleg earned the hero's honor of Erdtree Burial. Very interesting. So that is another high-ish level Ash Spirit. Summon Spirit, whatever the heck they're called. We also got a Golden Seed. How many of those do we have? Because now I actually have no idea. We have 3 now, so that I would assume would be enough to increase our flask uses again. But I'm not sure. Yeah, this I think is interesting. So we've seen this in numerous spots. All of the people attempting to return to roots. With respect to Oleg, it was saying that, you know, a hero's death is followed by an Erdtree burial, but like, insofar as this is an Erdtree burial, it doesn't seem like it's that exclusive a right. Because these people are clearly everywhere. What a place this is. Wow, so we're actually under a Gael lake here. Fringefolk Hero's Grave. Just thinking of that message where that person said try jumping, unless they mean like there's a spot from up above where you can jump down there. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we could be missing something, but I don't know that I have the energy to deal with the chariot trap again, because that thing really takes it out of you. But yeah, I'm fascinated by this statue being obscured by the roots here. Reminds me of the statue of... Oh, it's like a skeleton. Reminds me of that statue in the Cathedral of the Deep that was obscured in the second bonfire there. I don't remember any of the specifics anymore. Yeah, it's kind of sad, but anyways, okay. Moving on. Why is everyone groaning in here? I'm pretty sure that was the thing before, but yeah, sometimes you hear it again and you're just like, wow, that is a blood-curdling scream. What's going on? Okay, so we can, in fact, increase charges associated with our flask. Okay, so, I think I'll keep it 9 in 1 for now, but yeah, eventually we are going to want to add another flask, charge to our cerulean tier flask. Okay, so we're just knocking out the loose ends in this one, which is great. That's exactly what I wanted to do. So what is next here? So Bridge of Sacrifice... I probably won't... Yeah, we're going to keep that as the marked one. I suppose we should mark all of these, really. South of the Lookout Tower we've not cleared. Earthborg here, Cave we've not yet cleared. These are all the things I typically do off camera, so... Well, not recording, I should say, so you'll have to forgive me for doing all this on camera, but... Bridge of Sacrifice, and then, yeah, Earthborg Cave we're going to want to deal with last. One other loose end we could deal with is... So Altus Plateau we're going to want to place before Caelid, because that's the system we've been using thus far. However, the rear Gael Tunnel entrance, we could deal with that other... I feel like we're equipped to deal with that worm friend. So let's go do that now. Again, I know I said this was for loose ends this episode, and you know, I guess this is definitely a loose end that we left hanging, but I wasn't originally thinking that we should progress past the point of where we need to go next, which is the Weeping Peninsula. That I was just looking for, where's Jarfrin? Is Jarfrin actually gone finally? Wow. Because for the longest time, Jarfrin was not moving. I think he was here. So he's finally moved on. I wonder what triggered him to move. Well, I hope he's doing okay wherever he is, because I love Jarfrin. Okay, let's... We're gonna need fire defense for this. Don't need arrows, certainly, so... Guess we'll just increase vitality. Not really sure what else to use that third slot for. Okie dokie, let's do it. Should probably buff our weapon after drinking the Flask of Wondrous Physic, because I think the flask lasts much longer. this boss room is much tighter and more claustrophobic than the other one is, though. That's the one major disadvantage here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that was dreadful. Okay, 47,000 runes in there. We have to make sure we don't lose those. So we're going to have to summon Jellyfish Friend after getting the runes. Or maybe we'll give Jellyfish Friend a bit of a break. We'll summon the other friend. Oh my gosh, where is the... There they are. I have a weapon just like that one, friend. I'm killing one of your friends. Oh. I don't know why I'm egging him on. It's not typically a good idea when I do that. Usually when I do that, I get obliterated. Ah, gosh. This really is like Quaylana. Or Quaylon. Oh no. Oh no. Thank you for knocking me out of the way, your stupid lava. Yeah, this friend is actually much more difficult than the other one, which I suppose makes sense given that we're in Caelid. The critical attack did not do a lot of damage last time, so I think we're probably better off just wailing away when they're open to a critical attack. Trying to stay out of the lava as best as possible, even if it means foregoing damage. Okay, one more hit. Whew. Thank you, Ryu Lucaria soldier friends. Moonveil. Katana forged of glintstone, masterpiece of a Celian swordsmith. Light enwreaths the blade when sheathed, explaining its Moonveil moniker. Unique skill, transient moonlight, sheath blade holding it at the hip in a composed stance. Follow up with either a normal or strong attack to draw the blade at great speed for an instant slash attack. Both attacks fire off a wave of light. Again, sounds sort of like the Moonlight Greatsword crossed with a sword from, you know, Legend of Zelda or something. I think there was already another weapon that had that sort of function to it, and that's what I likened it to, but okie dokes. It is funny. Oh yeah, I guess the return to the function of returning to the beginning of the area is actually quite useful in this area because it, you know, it's a one-way drop essentially, so there's really no other way to get back up unless you are warping to one of the other areas. But we are not doing that. We're just going to have a rest here. Oh, wait. Oh, gosh darn it. What am I doing? Went in the complete opposite direction of where I was supposed to go. I'm still so curious as to what the heck triggered Jarfriend to move on. I guess we'll have to wait and find out. I've just realized I don't know what I want to use it in. What I want to add it to, I should say. We could add an additional few FP. What I have been doing is essentially just... I think at this point we probably want to increase our vigor to 40. We could continue increasing it in lockstep with endurance and strength. However, endurance and strength, I think 40 is probably the soft cap. At least that's the way it worked in previous games, where 40 was the soft cap, and so you run up against diminishing returns for every level you add after that point. Whereas vigor is not yet at the soft cap, so it's a more efficient use of our levels to level vigor, so that's what we'll do. Well, that's a lot of bloodstains. Okay, so that's another item off the list. So it really is just the checking out the Bridge of Sacrifice now, eh? Don't have a ton of time left. Today's, I think, going to be a bit of a shorter episode, but maybe we will start there. Let me see, hold on. Stormvale, Laernia. Okay, so Altus Plateau should be between... Altus Plateau should be before Caelid. Okay, it is. Okay, that's... perfect. Alright, well, let's head there. Okie dokie, so last time we went that way. This time, let's... Actually, they really do make it look like you can just climb up here with a horse, though. Gosh darn it. There's a lot of dead soldiers here. Like, all over the place. Hi, friend.
Hello? Is somebody there? Might I bend your ear for a moment, please? My name is Irina. I've escaped from Castle Morn to the south. The servants there have rebelled. I can't be sure what it is. My eyesight's been weak since birth, you see. But I swear I heard frightful howling from all over. My good father secreted me out the castle, but decided himself to stay. He says it's his duty. As commander. I fear for father's life. The servants are full wrath, filled with hatred for every one of us. They've since come for every one of the companions I escaped with. They haven't spared a soul. I fear it's no different at Castle Morn. Please, I implore you. Would you mind taking a letter to my father? At the castle, my soul wishes that he escape. Even if his honor should be the price. Please. I just want him to be safe.
Of course, friend, no problem.
Thank you. Dearly. Then please, take this.
Irina's letter.
Deliver it to my father, who remains in the castle, if you please.
But what are you going to do? It's funny, Irina, and the castle is named Morn. Is that supposed to be a reference to Irina from Dark Souls 3? Because the Aegon of Karim had a shield. Was it the shield? Something he had was I think it was the armor, maybe. Morn's gauntlets, Morn's shield, something like that. Yeah. There was a connection between Morn and Aegon, who was Irina's guardian, servant, knight. I'm not sure exactly how that was supposed to work.
Please, if you wouldn't mind. He can be stubborn, but I'm sure he'll come around.
Okay, friend, I can do just that, but what are you going to do? You just going to sit here? I suppose she wants us to reunite her with her father, which, yeah, fair enough. We can try, certainly. I thought I saw a way up, but it doesn't appear to be the case. So the servants have gone mad in the castle. Still no Elden Ring. So yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. There's a giant friend over there. Try horseback battle. Why is that? try our Raya Lucaria soldier friends. Are they suggesting try horseback battle because of all of the dogs? The dogs are the concern here? Not sure that... Maybe it's just because, yeah, obviously we're at a point in the game where I am rather over-leveled by comparison to the friends that are here. So I'm not especially concerned. Maybe I would have been earlier in the game, but... These soldiers appear to be... They're alive, but yeah. And so, these other friends, are they supposed to be half dog, half like demi-dogs or something? They have wings. They look, yeah, I don't even know. They're like demons from Izalith crossed with dogs. Crossed with some other frightening forms of, yeah, you know, FromSoft always coming up with fascinating and chilling ways of messing with players. Hey friends, no, leave the giant. Just leave, no, leave the giant. Okay, good. Just let the giant do his thing. Morningstar. Thankfully, they seem to be quite busy over there. Oh, what a wonderful thing, this new sorting mechanism. Battle hammer comprised of a globe attached to a handle. Though a bludgeon dealing strike damage, the appellative star is covered in spikes which cause blood loss. Ironic given its graceful name, this weapon often reeks of blood. Funny that you can see the image for the item in this is, yeah, it's very clearly something that would cause blood loss, but I remember when I first picked up a Morningstar in Dark Souls 1, being quite confused as to why that particular weapon would have caused blood loss, because it didn't, you know, the illustration for the weapon was not such that it was really obvious to me anyway, that it is an item that would cause blood loss, but this one you can very clearly see the spikes which result in the blood loss, so... friends, are you trying to prevent me from healing? Thought we were on the same side. Yeah, we really messed up by not coming here sooner, because this place is, yeah, basically Limgrave. Not basically Limgrave. It is Limgrave, but in terms of difficulty, it's not quite where we're at in the game in terms of our character build. Sorry about that, friends. The someone came and rang the doorbell. They're delivering a package. I mentioned previously that we now have our own front door, which, yeah, is tremendous. But yeah, sometimes you get interruptions when you might not otherwise have had them previously. Ash of War, Mighty Shot. Yeah, I was gone for a few minutes, and these friends are still here. So I have wondered whether they have a time limit, and they may yet have a time limit associated with them, but yeah, pretty cool that they're just sort of hanging out with us here. Okay, that was, I think, Mighty Shot. Ash of War, Mighty Shot. This Ash of War grants no affinity to an armament, but imparts the following skill. Mighty Shot, archery skill. Oh yeah, so that's the one we've been using. So that makes sense. Likely order, indeed. I wonder how long our friends are going to be able to stick with us. Materia leaf. Oh, no. There they go. Should not have said anything. The game's like, yeah, they've been here for a while. Although I suspect that spot we just passed was actually the border for where you're actually allowed to summon them. Does appear to be the case. Oh. I always forget to reorganize my talisman after finishing off a boss. Don't really need to raise equipment load 1 anymore, do we? Oh, I guess we weren't using it. We were using that one, I think. Okay. Makes sense. So we have a little mini tower here. I don't think that's the tower that Irina was talking about. I assume she was talking about the castle proper. There's a few different places we can go here. Again, I'm intrigued by the apparent potential associated with this new exploration heuristic, because I think... Oh, dogs, leave me alone, please. Yeah, I do think it's a good approach. Get wrecked. Love being... I'm proud of myself for killing a dog. You really should not be, but yeah, that's what FromSoft does to you. Play these games long enough, it really skews your priorities. I actually did kind of miss the Limgrave music. It's been quite a while since I've heard it at this point. But then you spend enough time in the area and you're just like, okay, I'm over it now. Okay, that side of Glase we've definitely... That's the one we sat at en route to the map area. Here we have some demi-humans. So are the demi-humans on the same side as those other friends? I want to say they're probably not. What the heck? What hit? Okay. Oh, okay. There's an archer up there, it looks like. Is he supposed to be on our side? Not an archer, that's a ballista. Okay. Frame rate just utterly tanked. Shouldn't be surprised at this point. So if we stand here, well, we also get obliterated. I'm going to assume yes. Because even I help any time. Before you go talk to him, he still hurts you. Okay, well, maybe this is the successor, a worthy successor to I help anytime. What are you? Oh, of course. I don't know why I'm surprised. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, we've reached maximum for golden runes. That's amazing. I don't know, have we actually seen, I don't know that we've actually seen these versions before of the poison plants. I feel like the other ones we've seen were a fair bit larger than these plants. So maybe I shouldn't be so hard on myself for not recognizing what they were immediately. I don't know why you can't lock onto them, I guess, until they're aggroed onto you, maybe? Strange. And yet we can lock onto these other friends who are not at all aggressive, so I don't know. Not sure I can understand the lock-on logic sometimes. It's down there. Oh, right, okay. It's that spot. See a pot and I'm like, oh, that's a person, but like in this game, pots are persons, so you know, it's not that absurd to be like concerned for a millisecond when you see a pot, because it could well attack you. Again, the things that FromSoft, it like trains you essentially to be paranoid about. It's remarkable. Okay, that particular pot did not in fact have personhood though, so we are safe. Oops. Hello. Sorry. Thank you for not killing me for some reason. I'm not sure why you had mercy on me, but I appreciate it. Hand ballista and ballista bolt. An unconventional ballistic device modeled on a weapon used to besiege castles, only capable of firing great bolts. I was going to say gear bolts. Perfect for reckless acts such as storming a castle or facing an entire army alone. Indeed. I think we have read the ballista bolt already. Gosh, that sword in order of acquisition is wonderful. I'm so sorry, everyone, that I missed that for so long. Must have been driving everyone just absolutely up the wall. So we get a nice vantage point of the area here. Okay, so some sort of tower there. Yeah, they really they reused a lot of assets in this game. Like, obviously most of these assets appear to have been developed specifically for this game, but like the building types and whatnot, and you know, it's fine. It's not like a huge issue, but it is just kind of, it's funny when you see the same towers all over the place, and you think about, you know, I guess they have a oligopolistic economy with, you know, only 2 or 3 builders who sort of, everyone builds the same type of buildings, which degenerate into the same type of ruins, and they have the same type of towers. But, you know, again, I guess not entirely unlike things that happen in our own world, so it's not totally unreasonable. Carefully, Grace ahead. So, for the site of Grace, of course. Yeah, you cannot lock onto those friends until, I think, even after they've started poisoning you. Very strange. Thankfully, poison is not really much of a concern for us anymore, because we do have that spell, as well as a bunch of poison, gosh, what are they called? Boluses. I don't know why I find that word so funny, but I do. No. Well, speak of the boluses, and we get poisoned. It's just more of a nuisance than anything else. Okay, so we finally reached this ruin. We were trying to climb up on the side of the cliff to see if we could get up here, and obviously we could not, so what is over here? Is this the only way we can reach that spot? I think it might be. So tower. I thought it was into one of those Santium statues, leading us presumably to a set of catacombs for returning to roots. Indeed. So basically straight ahead. So on the edge of the cliff there, I guess. Don't give up ahead. We have a friend sitting in a chair there. I do love all of the people just sitting dead in chairs with items facing cliffs. Or I guess facing the edge of a cliff. Stone sword key. Very nice. Wow, that was close. You can see a message down there. So how? I guess over here. Yeah, so you can just sort of... It's a gradual incline. I was thinking, how the heck are we going to jump down there? But, yeah, that makes a bit more sense. Oh. Is the ground glowing here? Okay, this is new. Yeah, that's definitely new. I don't know, are these friends who live in death? This might, in fact, be a boss fight. It's like they're digging up graves or something. Oh, one of these friends, okay. Sorry. Sorry, friends, I know. Oh, well played. I know you all put all of your eggs in that one basket, and you were like, as soon as we summon the sky, the world will be our oyster, and we will take what is ours, and then... like, oh, I wasn't expecting someone mega overleveled to come and take us out. That's not fair. Gravity Stone Fan. Gravity Stone Fan. I don't know where the emphasis is supposed to be in that. Shard of rock found in the wake of a meteorite strike. It is imbued with a particularly weighty magic. Uses FP to emit gravitational shockwave. The desperate ones who scavenge for these shards dub themselves Star Callers. Very interesting. There's a site of grace there. So yeah, those craters there seemingly are where a meteorite has struck previously. Quite interesting. Beside the Crater-Pocked glade. Okay, yep, indeed. Okay, how much time do I have left? Not a ton of time. I suppose we should find those catacombs and then call it an episode there. It's another tower for which you have to complete some sort of puzzle, seemingly. So yeah, obviously, I think we're going to have to continue clearing out this area in the next episode. Gosh, I thought we were done with Limgrave, but yeah, it just goes to show that if at any point I get to a new, an area that I think is a new region of the map, I should just continue going until I reach another site of grace to just make sure that it is what I think it is. Gosh, something else I've been doing. Clicking the right analog stick trying to lock onto things, even though I'm not in range. I should stop doing that so as not to put additional strain on my right analog stick, because interestingly, the left analog stick on that other controller was fine. So it was only the right one, so, I do wonder if that has something to do with it. But yeah, shoddy products, you're making shoddy products, Sony, and like, I really shouldn't be thinking what was wrong with what I was doing, because obviously I didn't make it. It's kind of blaming the person who... Oh, friends. Why are you changing colors? It's okay. I'm not here to hurt you or anything like that. We are cool. Just like seeing how graceful you are. Oh, this is supposed to be like a holy... Oh, okay, yeah. So... we read an item description which says that when you find these friends, it corresponds with a holy ground or something like that. But I'm pretty sure the last place we saw them was also right near some catacombs. So, yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Like, why are jellyfish associated with holy grounds to begin with, but catacombs in particular. It's, yeah, strange. Impaler's catacombs, okay. Okay, maybe we'll push a little bit farther into the area, maybe 5 minutes left, and then call it an episode there. Apologies, this one is going to be a little bit shorter than those which preceded it, or at least I think it might be. It's hard to tell at this point. I often don't use a single file for my recording, so sometimes it's hard to tell because, you know, just out of paranoia more than anything else, I typically will not let my recordings go much longer than an hour in length because I'm, you know, worried about the possibility that the software will crash, and because I record to MP4 using multiple audio tracks in OBS Studio, if your computer crashes while you're recording, you lose everything. So if I were not recording to multiple audio tracks, then, you know, it would save where I was in theory, but even then there's risk of corruption and things like that. So, but I think having multiple audio tracks is well worth it because it reduces the amount of time I need to do editing for, and I think it improves the quality of the end product for all of you. And so in that sense, it is definitely 100% worth it. So, in other words, it's unlikely that we're going to be able to jump up here. It's not stopping people from trying, certainly. I can't blame them for that. But I think we're just going to try the short spring or wellspring, whatever the heck it was called. The thing that's supposed to shoot us up. So what is the puzzle here? Seek 3 wise beasts. So once again, seemingly it wants us to find turtles. Ah, there's one. I'm sorry, turtle friends. Okay, so now, where are the other turtles? Sorry, wolf friends. Whoops. I didn't think I got them there. Alrighty then. One thing I do hope, I was just talking about the audio tracks, reminded me I didn't mention this at all. I actually forgot that I had done this, but I've adjusted some of the auto duck settings, which is to say the automatic function which allows the game sound to be lowered while I'm talking, because in previous episodes I found that it was not doing that when I was speaking a little bit more quietly, and so I think I may have adjusted that to the point where, at least I hope, it is doing a better job. I guess you all probably would not have noticed any of this, but it was not fully reducing the audio when I was speaking softly, so, you know, I was having to correct it in post-production, which is fine, but again, it was just sort of increasing the amount of time that it took for me to finish editing. What the heck? Okay, I was not expecting that. That's very strange. Okay, how the heck are you supposed to know? If there's, you know, I guess there was a little bit of a ripple in the water, so maybe that's how, but gosh darn it, well played. Oh no. Forgot there were larger wolves than the smaller ones. Okay. I have one turtle left to find. Hopefully it doesn't take 30 minutes like the other one did. I don't know if it actually took 30 minutes, but certainly it was a combined total of a lot of minutes that I spent looking for that darn turtle. And then we got basically nothing out of it. I don't even remember what we got out of it, but it was not worth it. Not in my opinion, anyway. So, yeah. Hopefully the audio is good in this episode. Oh, so there's another one. I thought we had already got one there. Yeah. Confusing. Sorry, friend. Oh, oh my gosh, what? Okay. Is that like a glitch or something? Was I not supposed to kill it? Was I supposed to kill that 1/3? Oh gosh darn it. This is going to be an ordeal again, isn't it? I say, it's okay guys, I'll just play 5 more minutes, it's fine. I'm sure nothing's going to hold me up and make this take a lot longer. There's the... Is that the turtle? Yeah. Wow. Oridys' Rise. Okay, Oridys, what do you got for us? I'm sure it's totally worth it. Not at all a waste of time. The anticipation. Okay, now I remember what was in the other tower, because it was the exact same thing. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, that's that's as good a place as any other. So thank you all very, very much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.